The power of consistency with affiliate marketing is simple in theory, but a hard concept to grasp for many newbie content creators and marketers out there. As if we are just starting out in this journey, for many of us, there's always usually a goal that we want to aim for. That is to build something that we can start eventually growing and making money from. Now, in some cases, there are those out there that simply only want to make money and give very little else in return. Unfortunately, that's the world that we live in. But for those of us that are true to our word and that are honest, we know the sacrifices that need to be made in order to achieve this level of success. But it is something that is going to take time. It's not going to be an overnight thing. There is no such thing as overnight success. If you want to chance your arm with that, go down to your local shop and buy the latest lottery ticket and see what happens. You never know, you might get lucky. But you can't put your life in the hands of something that you've no control over. But if you decide to build something from the ground up, you do have control over many elements of the entire process. So you can think of an idea, you can build the foundations, you can choose your path of how you want to reach success. There are so many different ways in which you can do this. But one of the major factors that revolves around all of these elements is consistency. I have a saying, great things take time to build, which is very true. But not everybody adheres to this. And even for myself personally, in my earlier years, and even when I first started out on this journey with marketing, I too fell into that trap. But at the same time, I always knew deep down that I wanted to achieve something. I wanted to build something, even if I wasn't really sure of where I needed to go. And I still have that drive today to want to achieve great things. And I know now that I can do it. But at the same time, it requires a lot of work, effort and consistency in order to get there. But gradually over time you will start to see things shift and change, but only if you're willing to put in the work. More so in recent times with the rise of technology, and especially with AI systems that are now coming into the forefront. It is becoming more difficult to try and stand out in the sea of other people and content creation methods that are being used. But that still doesn't mean that you won't have an opportunity to grow and thrive. If you have an idea of what it is that you want to do and achieve, and you understand the type of audience and the people that you want to have, you can build out your own little corner and start to grow it from its foundations, and it will grow regardless. The one thing I've learned over the last couple of years from doing affiliate marketing, and even with YouTube and building websites and all of the digital marketing aspects, is that your audience that you're trying to aim for are essentially already available and they're already there on those platforms. You just need to find a way to position yourself in front of the right type of people that are looking for what you have to offer. If you can do that, you can build a sustainable business. But again, it always goes back to consistency, because you have to be willing to work at your craft in order to build it up and to gain any sort of momentum in order to achieve these things that you want. And for most of us, we're not really willing to do that, or we're not willing to break the habits or get away from our bad routines in order to really focus on the things that really are important to us and to those that we want to have. So it does require some level of discipline in order to make those changes. Now, not everybody can do it, but there are some out there that do, and you see it all the time with the most successful people in the world. There is a reason why they're successful. It's because they are willing to make those sacrifices, and they're also doing the right things to position themselves in front of the right people that they can help. The most beneficial thing about all of these aspects is that you do not need to reinvent the wheel. All you really need to do is look at what is actually working within your area of interest and model and improve and put your own spin on it. Come at it from your own point of view. Speak your own words and present your own vision of how things work, while making it relatable to what people actually want and need. But that's also relatable to the niche that you choose. So if you've looked at any previous videos I've done on the channel where we talk about different elements around affiliate marketing, I always mention that the products and services that you choose to promote, especially if your goal is to make money and to build it into a sustainable business, everything that you promote has to be relatable to the service that you're providing. Whether that is your own digital product, which is something that you can definitely evolve into later in time. But if you're just starting out, which most of you are, the easiest avenue to do that is affiliate marketing, because there is very little effort involved to get set up. You can literally track down various marketplaces online that sell a multitude of different products, digital products and services that will all provide you with unique individual links that if people click on and they buy through those links, you will gain a commission which you can use to earn money passively over time. And you can even go to individual products or services that you definitely use and that you highly recommend, and chances are at the bottom of each page they will always have some sort of link to some sort of referral program or affiliate program. Usually they're all different words, but they have the same meaning. But if they don't have it, you can also reach out to them and contact them and let them know exactly what it is that you're doing and how you can position yourself as an authority to present to them so that it will benefit their business as much as it will benefit you and your audience. There's so many ways in which you can do this. Plus you do have various different helpful training programs online that will help you set up all of these processes where you can follow along everything in a step-by-step process. There really is no limit to your imagination on what you can do. Now you can go to YouTube and you can create your own channel as a means to drive traffic and so forth, but you can also get caught up in the endless sea of watching videos and go down the rabbit hole of watching content for hours, for weeks, days, months. And while that's fine and you will learn a lot, but the problem is that you don't really see any results, which will take you longer to get to any sort of level of success. As we can see in more recent times, there's a lot more people that are genuinely seeing success literally only weeks after starting a new business. They're starting to earn some sort of money or some sort of income, all because they have a good plan and they're just being consistent in the early days and weeks of setting up their business. So if you can follow those traits, you can start to see results a lot quicker. But just because you see results in the first couple of weeks doesn't mean that you stop. It doesn't mean that you're going to make millions. It's something that you have to build on over time. You still literally have to see yourself working on your business a couple of years down the line, maybe 5-10 years, however long it's going to take. But that will only come through vision and consistency and discipline to build the foundations and to just gradually let it grow over time. Always keep trying to implement, always keep trying to improve with every piece of content and every project that you work on. It will come in time. So if you're a beginner just starting out, like I said, there are a multitude of different avenues you can take. I've personally used Taking Action Online for the last couple of years and it has helped me get to the stage where I'm at. Now there are multiple different ways in which you can do this. This is just but one of them. But if you want to fast track to success, it's better to have someone in your corner that can show you exactly what it is that you need to do. But at the end of the day, the decision solely starts and ends with you. Nobody else can make that choice, only you can do that. But there is a wealth of information online. If you check out my channel, you'll see that there's a lot of helpful guides and tips that will show you what you need to do, where I do explain very detailed steps and ways of how you can use other features. You can use various different platforms with social media, even other blog and forum style platforms with the likes of Quora, to name but a few. And these here are also great alternatives to build a business online. There are so many ways in which you can do this. But if you're just starting out, the best foot forward that I can say to you is to pick one platform. If that's video, use YouTube. Or if it's written content, you can create a blog or use a platform like Quora that will help you to level up your writing and copywriting skills. Focus on that for any length or period of time, anywhere between 6 months to 12 months, and see how that goes. But you can also use that as a means to promote and drive traffic towards other areas that you're working with, maybe an affiliate product. Now you do have to be mindful with a lot of these online platforms, as they are very temperamental in terms of their privacy policies and how you can endorse affiliate links. In some cases they're very restrictive of that, so you do have to look at the rules and regulations beforehand, and YouTube is no different. But they are a good starting point, and then eventually you can create your own platform, create your own website where you will have full control over all of the aspects surrounding your business. But that will come in time and consistency, as long as you're willing to stay on your course and focus on that area of interest. So this is just some helpful information that will guide you on the process if you're just starting out, to show you that consistency is really the main aspect of building a business online, especially with affiliate marketing. And if you want to know more, you can check out the videos on screen or even on the channel itself, where I do dive into more areas and provide more information with guides that will show you exactly what you need to do if you want to cover any aspects in all of these other areas.